Welcome to the Tyler District Rural Improvement Program public meeting for the 2025 to 2028 program. We are here today to go over the projects to be included in the upcoming 2025 to 2028 rural tip revision for the revision period of May 2025. Today we will go over the counties in the Tyler District that are under the May 2025 revision. We will also review the basics of what is the rural tip and why is it important for you to be here with us today. We will explain how the projects included in the program are selected and classified to make the most of the program. Once you understand all of this, you will have the opportunity to review all the projects being revised by the Tyler District included in the 2025 to 2028 program. We will also go over funding, answering questions on where does the money to pay for these projects come from and how did it get distributed. Lastly, we will outline all the options you have to comment on these projects and their priority. We know everyone took time from their day to be here today, and we appreciate it. As such, we want you to make it back to your family safely. Distracted driving continues to be a problem in Texas, and data indicates that drivers are not changing their behaviors. So TxDOT wants to raise awareness on the dangers of distracted driving by encouraging Texans to put away their cell phones while driving. The Tyler District includes all of the counties shown in the map. Projects included in the 2025 to 2028 rural tip are located in Anderson, Cherokee, Gregg, Henderson, Rusk, Smith, Van Zant, and Wood counties. There are two metropolitan planning organizations, or MPOs, within the district's boundary. The Longview MPO, which is in Gregg County, and the Tyler Area MPO, which is in Smith County. Projects within the MPO's boundaries will not be a part of this presentation. These projects will be presented through their respective MPO. Please visit the MPO's website shown here for more details. The project under the May 2025 revision and the 2025 to 2028 rural tip is located in Smith County. The Rural Transportation Improvement Program is a list of local projects to be funded in a TxDOT district over the next 4 years. This means that all projects included in the list are expected to be underway within 4 years following its approval. These are the projects you can expect to go into contract in the near future. It is multimodal, which means that it can include projects related to highways, bicycle and pedestrian facilities, transit services, and freight projects, as well as the preliminary studies used to define those projects. Rural TIP is meant to show regional agreement on the need and priority of a transportation project, so all parties involved can be sure they are making the best investment for the community. It is also expected to be consistent with the projects and objectives included in the regional long-range transportation plans to ensure that all agencies are working towards the same goal. The Rural TIP is part of the Statewide Transportation Improvement Program, or STIP. Because the program's rules are established by federal law, no project can receive federal funding unless it is listed in the Rural TIP. It is important for you to participate because funding secured by this process is intended to address your community's most immediate needs. By providing comments on the priority of the projects included, you are helping us identify regional priorities. By reviewing the entire program in a single meeting, you are 1. Having a regional impact, 2. Helping us be more effective with your money, and 3. Ensuring that we are investing where we should. Rural transportation organizations, metropolitan planning organizations, and local governments are responsible for selecting projects within their boundaries. TxDOT, through the district office, is responsible for selecting projects relating to the state transportation system and other national roadways. This includes interstates, state, and U.S. highways, but most importantly, this can also include the farm-to-market and ranch-to-market roads you use every day. The projects you will review today should respond to local needs. It is our responsibility to provide you with the opportunity to provide input on which projects should be advanced. Once projects have been defined, they are evaluated according to their scale and classified according to the funding they require, as well as their potential impact. Big projects are categorized as regionally significant projects and are included as standalone items, i.e., a new bridge over a river. To simplify this budgeting and planning process, smaller projects are lumped together into 12 separate subcategories referred to as grouped projects. Grouped projects include things like landscaping, safety lights, or new bicycle and pedestrian facilities. This grouping practice facilitates the federal funding of smaller projects, i.e. the pavement repair of an FM road. Now let's discuss the regionally significant individually listed projects for the Tyler District. This project, US 271, is located within the Smith County and will widen the roadway from a 2-lane road to a 4-lane divided highway with a depressed median. This project's limits are from the Smith County line southwest to FM 16. This map gives you a better idea as to where the project is in our district. The table shows the details of the project for the May 2025 revision of the 2025 to 2028 rural tip for Smith County. The project is planned for letting at FY 2026. The project being revised is now an estimated total of $88,500,000. The rural tip functions as a budget list for the district. Like the budget of a household, the rural tip has to be realistic about the amount of money available to cover all the needs. Frequently, we identify more improvements than we have money to implement. This means prioritizing according to those items that are most necessary. We've discussed the list, but where is the money coming from? Funds can come from 3 main sources. 1. The federal government through the establishment of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Acts, IIJA. The federal government allocates these funds through the processes established by the Federal Highway and Transit Administrations. 2. TxDOT, like the federal government, also allocates a section of our budget for these projects through the Unified Transportation Program's 12 funding categories. And 3. The local governments. Once the need has been identified and the amount of federal monies has been defined, the rural tip helps local governments assess the funding requirements to match those of the federal and state government and their capacity to meet them. Now, after review and comment on this project, what is next? The timeline above illustrates the rural tip process and where we are right now. Once your comments have been collected and considered, if necessary, the districts will provide TxDOT with a revised rural tip for approval and integration into the statewide document. The statewide Transportation Improvement Program is built from the rural tip of all of the 25 districts in the state, as well as the transportation programs from all the MPOs. The timeline above shows where in the rural tip process fits into the larger effort. Once the STIP is approved by the federal government, everyone's projects are funded and become one step closer to getting on the ground. Now that you're familiar with the program, we want to hear what you think. Go ahead and fill a comment card and mail it back to us at the address on the screen. You can also email in your comments to adrian.leach@txdot.gov. Comments must be postmarked or otherwise received by April 22nd, 2025. Please make sure to send your comments before that date. If after today you would like more information or have any other questions, feel free to reach out or visit the district webpage for updates. Thank you for your time and drive safely.